Hello and welcome back to HOI4 A-Z. Today we're going to be beginning a little series. May have got the idea of Viceroy's production, and I did have a couple comments asking for this. So we are going to do a HOI4 A to Z. As much as I'm going to regret this, we're going to go for it. This is going to be awful. This is going to take so much time to get through everything. Because there are so many different nations to play. I don't even know how many nations, so times that by videos, and then probably for major nations it might be a couple of videos, maybe 3 videos, depending how the gameplay runs. But yeah, we're going to be starting off with Afghanistan. Now I know it's the Kingdom of Afghanistan, but I believe just going off the name of Afghanistan. And with obviously all the content from the latest update, I think this could get quite interesting. I'm trying to think here what's best, historical or not. I think let's go historical, and I think the realistic part is going to be the Soviets or the Axis that we ally with, to try and obviously expand ourselves out in the Middle East, but we will have a look at the focuses and see which path we're going to go. Okay, you know what, I'm kind of feeling the communist playthrough. It's been a while since we played anything communist, so yeah, let's go ahead and go for it. We're going to go down the industry side of things. We are going to work our way down to maybe aligning ourselves with the Soviets and seeing if we can't help them out. So I guess that leads us to the question of what we're going to make. Maybe some specialised infantry to really help them, but I guess we'll see what way our path goes. Obviously I'm assuming, yes, civilian economy, so the best thing we can start with is just a little bit of infrastructure. We'll just canvas infrastructure, and then after that it'll be all about building up civilian economies, just to try and give us a bit of power. Okay, we got a half decent starting army. They're very untrained, so we will obviously get them training up. We do have a desert fox. Oh, we do also have a cavalry leader and an infantry officer. Okay, unless this is like we make some good cavalry, but then cavalry against the Germans, I don't know if that's really going to hold up. So we probably want to go for the desert fox, and then maybe upgrade the infantry leader to be our field commander. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and grab these guys. Let's stretch them out here and let's get them training. Get them training and ready for some war. Okay, so I think we're just going to try and rush down this sort of line to get ourselves some Soviet support. And obviously as well it helps that we're actually doing the industry tree, which is quite nice. And also this actually gave us a buff to building infrastructure, as well as local construction speed in all of our states. So hopefully we'll have quite a strong nation coming out of the blocks. Obviously, I guess I'll see actually about joining the Soviets, because we don't really need to join them until the 1940s. So if I can get in some industry early, I'll probably try and do that. Okay, so we do have a loaded debuff, so we have now electrified states. We are also looking to have, we're going to refuse the Comintern Pact, anti-Comintern Pact. We also need to get rid of this, which is harming our ability to build infrastructure fast. As well as this is going to give us 2 infrastructure, I think, across every state, so this is a huge pickup just to try and get ourselves building that bit quicker. And then hopefully as well, as we bank some more political power, we are gaining political power so slowly because of the Pashtun Wali. But once we get enough, we will try and switch onto early mobilization, or maybe any of these that will help us build factories that bit quicker. But for now, we're just going to make sure that we've got some incredible roads across Afghanistan, all this nice mountainous terrain, to hopefully supply our troops. The Sadabat Pact. Yeah, you know what, we will take the political power actually, because recall population factor 5%. Okay, there's no one who's going to massively increase our political power gain at the moment, so definitely think early mobilization is the pickup here, just to get ourselves building, get a bit more access to our industry. Okay, we've gone down industry as much as we can. We're now going to go down and get the truck factory, which should push us over the limit now to start going down the socialist coup. And hopefully with that, so we can start to grab a bit of land. Like down here, defenders in Central Asia, we will get loads of the Central Asian lands, as well as being able to develop these into actually something that should be, I mean, somewhat good. And then we can even unlock development in Central Asia to gain cores on these socialist states. So actually I'm thinking we probably want to start racing towards that, just to really start to expand ourselves. As we wait and it ticks over. Okay, what's the split on this? Like, how many units do they have compared to us? Okay, we do not know. All of you, get into the division. We lost our guy, so we are going to need a field commander as soon as we get the power for it. Or is it actually better to have you, maybe, as the commander for now? Maybe, yeah. Let's go ahead and see if we can't cut them off here. Oh god, they actually seem like they have a decent amount of troops, which probably isn't going to help us much here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and request Soviet aid, because what we desperately need is rifles, so we can start getting more men into the field. Let's get you guys here maybe for that central push. You guys, see if you can't strike in as well. Maybe hold there and instead make a counter-attack. Oh god, this isn't looking great. Soviet Union agrees to send aid. That's great, but now it's the manpower situation, I think, that's the real issue. 4 Soviet volunteers. God, let's hope they send something good. We'll also get international brigades coming in for the manpower that we need. And until that comes in, I guess we should just be holding and trying our best to stay alive in this fight. There you go, get in there, the irregulars. Hopefully we can continue to pump out some divisions. Here come the Soviet mountaineers. Yes, I'm so glad they sent mountaineers. Literally ideal for the current terrain we're fighting in. Let's make sure that we are supporting in wherever we can, just to give them basically the manpower behind them to actually make these pushes, and let's get ourselves up to partial while we can as well. We're just sort of cherry picking the things that we like the look of here. And let's also get one of you maybe snaking round to see if you can't, well, win the tile there. And just make sure these guys are fully encircled here. So you hit them there. Yeah, you're now going to support attack this province. Let's get them crushed out if we can. Perfect. So glad for the Soviet support. It's really going to help us here. Perfect. Let's get 2 of you down there. Then let's get you guys attacking in there. They got nowhere to retreat to, so they're getting crushed. Perfect. This is going so much better than I thought it was going to. Let's go ahead and try and get the better rifles so we can start upgrading our troops too. Come on, Soviets. Unless actually, what if we take these guys and we instead do the push through the south? I mean, let's go for it. Just hit them with everything you got. Maybe we could just expand them slowly. Yeah, let's go for Afghan desert training, because then hopefully someone does the next bit, which should get more of a group population. I think here we're probably going to want to go down mass assault to get manpower, because I feel like that's going to be the key, is actually having the men to put in the field, because as you can see, really not looking good. Come on, let's hit them with everything. Hold them there as well. You guys support attack in. This is going well. We hopefully will break them here. Perfect, Afghan desert training's done. Let's go integration of infrastructure. I don't even know what that's doing. More stability, that's great news. Love a bit of stability. Let's go ahead, get these next pieces of land too. Yeah, we are pushing, we're making our way towards Kabul. Come on. There we go, let's hit Kabul from as many sides as we can. Get in there, let's take it. This could be the end of the civil war, which would be great news. Come on, hit them. Yes, there we go, the Kingdom of Afghanistan has been defeated. So there we are reunified, which is absolutely great news. And we've got an invite to the faction from the Soviets already, so that's great. We are in the faction. Let's get our men back on the fronts, let's make sure they're trained up and secure. And I guess let's go ahead and have a look at who we might be able to promote as well to a commander, a veteran of that war. Reckless, really? Let's try to promote someone else. Another reckless guy? Are you serious? Okay, I guess we go with the first guy, but we now have a commander for our next army. We'll try and cycle them out if possible, but not looking great. But hey, we are in with the Soviets now, so we do have some good opportunities ahead of us. You know, we've got our major ally, which is obviously what we were trying to aim for. Okay, this could be huge now. We are going for defenders of Central Asia. We are also boosting our, well, the opinion of the Soviets, just to try and give us the best possible chance of securing all of this land, because that would be a huge expansion for us if we manage to get all of that. It should give us pretty much all of this land. Just gotta hope the Soviets really want to go for it. And then we might, do we look to topple Iran? I don't know if we do just yet. Let's wait and see if the Soviets are going to agree. The Soviet Union accepts. Incredible. Look at that land expansion that we've got there. Okay, perfect. We'll go ahead and we will get some more oil going in Ashgabat as well, because we can start going down now and getting cores on this region, which should just make us absolutely insanely strong. Let's go ahead and get up to limited conscription, see if we can't get some more manpower out in the field. We also should have our international brigade still coming, do we? Yeah, we do, and that leaves us in February 1940, so not too long, so that gives us sort of the deadline for when we want this land cored, which we should hopefully, I think we can work towards that almost immediately. Yeah. Yeah, so I will probably head straight for that. And then we'll go back and try and yeah, then we'll go back and try and develop the sort of land that we've been given. But yeah, this is going great so far. Ah, okay. So once we've completed the development of these states, we can start to integrate them. So we will work towards that. Is it a one at a time thing? Yeah, so it is a one at a time thing. So we are going to work towards integrating them now as we continue to do these focuses to improve the states. So that is the next thing we're working on, and then once we start to get this manpower out, it will be time to look, I mean, for expansion really, which yeah, will be Iran. So there we go, continue to integrate these states. It looks like they take about 30 days each, which is great because that lines pretty much up with doing the focus. And I think there goes the Second World War, so it's all on its way to sort of becoming an actual conflict now for us. So we just got to keep our eyes peeled and stay ready for any opportunity that we can strike. Okay, we're joining the war, and that's purely, well, the war against Finland, that's purely to try and get Lend-Lease out of other nations, which should hopefully help top off some of our divisions. You are going to snake to Helsinki if you can. See what you guys can do. Let's see if we can't actually win this for the Russians, because that would be huge if we can secure their front like this. And there we go, we can now start to finally integrate the last few provinces. So let's go ahead and yeah, let's go for the Afghan railway, and then we will work towards the next steps. Oh man, can we actually help them win this like this? I don't know if there's really enough time in the war to actually win this for the Soviets, but hey, you know, we are going to try our best. Cavalry, start marching north maybe. The rest of you, just railroad in, let's get the blitzkrieg going. Ah, there we go, yeah, they signed the white peace, but that's fine. We had some effect there in that war. Okay, we have our war goal. Here they are, they're lined up against our border as well. We are now going on communist industrialization, but let's go ahead and declare our war. Okay, yeah, we're going to lose access to the shared focus tree, but you know, that's fine. That is whatever. And now the real question is, what can we do in terms of attacking back against them here? Let's go ahead and take some equipment off of our allies. Yeah, and you, Iraq, will take that for sure. Let's go ahead and integrate Kiva, which is our last state there that we'll integrate. And yeah, now we have a good amount of manpower. And we can continue to produce units to get on these front lines and hopefully help us make some pushes. Yeah, let's actually just go for an offensive across the front. We'll continue to take any supplies people want to give us. You know what, let's just call them in. Let's just do it, you know, ultimately we just want strong allies, so let's go for it, let's get our guys pushing. We're going to try and get as much doctrines out of this as we can. Let's go ahead, grab one of you, shove you on there, grab the other two. You are going to join under a new general. So yeah, let's just get you guys moving, let's get you guys mobilized, and let's get all of our allies called in and into this war to just help us fight. Because yeah, there's not really a point in us just fighting on our own. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and get that for some bit more division defense. And now you guys push straight in and let's go for it. Just make your way across the land, essentially. Yeah, anywhere that's free, we want you moving. So just get moving. Looks like they're mobilising against the Soviet border rather than us, which is great news. Means we might have a free reign here in just to get in behind them. Yeah, let's grab that. Perfect, the Soviets have made a nice little encirclement for us here, so let's go ahead and make sure that we are crushing it out. Yeah, like our infantry really doesn't do much, but you know, I guess that's the whole thing at the moment. We are the weak power and we're just like kind of relying on the Soviets, but the hope is as the war progresses we will be able to really help out the Soviets and help them expand. And I mean, this should really be helping them get prepped for war. Hopefully it's helping them build up even more units and more support. And then let's just keep the guys moving. I mean, if we can get round them and make an encirclement, that would be great as well. Get people railroading, you guys, let's get you attacking in. Let's just keep this tied up if we can. Yeah, take any empty tiles you see. We will take this Iraq, sure thing. Yeah, Iraq obviously wants to help us out against their main enemy of Iran. Always a threat to each other's borders. There you go, rush on in if you can, see if you can't cut them off from their capital supply. And then you guys maybe even start moving down here, moving into some of these regions, just, you know, trying our best to cap them now. Okay, the German Reich is looking to come in. Come on, Soviets, you need to finish off Tehran. Otherwise I'll put you in a way worse position for this war. I was expecting you to help us crush Iran really easily, but I didn't expect all this stagnation on the fronts. Come on. Let's maybe deselect training up so many troops so we can try and get some manpower back into the field. But yeah, come on, we need to really be pushing here. Let's keep kicking them out. Let's go for it. See if we can't get a nice little encirclement going. Okay, come on. Please help us beat the Iranians. Let's go ahead and get a modern economy going, just to really get our infrastructure pumping. Okay, Iran gave up and they actually offered to swear fealty. So there we go, we will take that. They are now our puppet. Incredible. I don't know why the Soviets got this area. Like, I'd love to have that, Soviets. But you know, we'll take whatever. But yeah, we do now have a puppet, which is pretty good. Hopefully they can sort of give us a bit of their economy, and we should maybe have a bit of a stronger ally here now and have this southern border secured for the Soviets. Now the issue is the Soviets obviously were down here fighting, so they didn't have as many troops ready on the borders here. But what I can look to do, and I think would be ideal to do here, is let's go ahead, get the army up here and see if we can't help take out the Finnish forces like ASAP. Our boys are up, our boys are ready. Let's get them charged into Helsinki. Let's really just go around this coastline trying to sweep up absolutely everything that we can. There you go, you guys now come here. And you guys are going to come up through this way. And you're going to see what you can't take up there, while you guys see if you can't make your way up and cut off some of this front. And if we can take Finland out, that should hopefully massively help out the Soviets in holding and bettering their situation. Okay, let's start working on even better artillery. Yeah, we need the Kabul Rifle Company. That would be really great. Let's encircle them in Helsinki. Let's get some supplies to these Soviet troops. And then yeah, let's hit back in against Helsinki as well. Let's try and help them just clear it. Perfect. Absolutely great. Come on, keep moving, keep charging up the coast. That's what we're here for, that's what we're going to do. Get yourselves moving. Cut off some of the Finns where you can. Let's go up to Kemi. There we go. Finland is out of the war. Perfect. Great news. So now it's all about where can we defend here. So you guys get over there. Let's go from Starlino to Vorozhnov. And hope we can somewhat put some troops there just to try and hold the line that little bit. Oh my god. This is just like an overrun basically. Like they are just already moving around where we set up the lines. Get you guys there. Come on. This is a full Soviet collapse. We need a D-Day. This is crazy. Oh my god, we are getting pushed back too. Hopefully the river line helps a little bit. Oh no. Don't tell me we joined such a sort of heavily losing Soviets. I mean, maybe it was on me because I had their army distracted, but we did just save them out of Finland, so hopefully they've got a few more freed up troops who can now come and do something out here. Let's get infantry expert on our guys. Oh man, they just sweep us. My army does not stand a chance to really defend us here. Maybe we change to complete, like, we are just going to try and hold the oil. So get you guys south. Let's try it maybe, see if that's even going to do anything. Look at them just charge in. My god, they are charging in with such speed. It's September 1941 and they're almost, I mean, they're almost at Stalingrad. Now they are experiencing more threat in the north. They seem to be being held, but my god, the southern offensive they are currently pulling off is absolutely insane.